Ciao guys, welcome back to the ARTFUL podcast. It's Matteo, your host. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment down below. Let's grow this art community together. And no further ado, let's go on with a new episode. What's up guys? Welcome back to the ARTFUL podcast. As usual, with a new episode. Today we're gonna do something different. I'm gonna be drawing while I'm talking, and I'm just gonna be talking about what's happening in my life at this stage of my life, and the reason why I didn't do an episode last week. I've been missing an episode last week because I did 3 exhibitions in 1 month. So there was a lot of work, and I had to prepare for those exhibitions. For one, I had to travel as well to Italy, so there was a lot of time consuming, and I didn't manage to bank some episodes for while I'm on time during the time that I was away, basically. So I'm gonna be talking about this stuff. I'm gonna be talking about a little bit of, I don't know, random stuff that is gonna pop in my mind, and with that, I'm gonna be drawing while I'm talking. I said to myself, let's try this. People might like it. So I'm gonna be drawing this drawing that I've done. I started already sketching, and I'm gonna be finishing this drawing while I'm doing this episode with you. So yeah, let's start. I'm gonna be finishing with a pencil, and then I'm just gonna use some of these brush markers. Like nothing too special, like pretty cheap stuff, but they're nice. They're really delicate, and more I go on over the color, the darker it becomes, so I can do some shading. And then you can see as well a little bit of techniques and stuff like that. I will be talking through the process. So yeah, bear with me. Enjoy the drawing, enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're new to this podcast, and like the video, share the video with everybody, so we can grow this community together. And it's been almost 2 years now that I've been doing this, and I'm still loving it, and I love this. I love doing this podcast, so I don't want to stop. So let's get bigger. And yeah, let's start into the drawing. So I sketched pretty much all the faces. I'm gonna do some where it's gonna be darker, so I know already where to go with the colors. It's not gonna be like natural colors, it's gonna be a little bit different. And then yeah, let's do it. So let's start now. So I did 3 exhibitions during this time, which means I've done 2 exhibitions in Berlin, and 1 was in Turin. 2 of these exhibitions were art fair, so it was a short amount of time. That was my first time doing art fair as well, so it was a new experience for me. It was pretty fun. Art fair, they work really short amount of time, but usually it's 3 or 4 days, sometimes 5 days, but it's already a long time for an art fair. So yeah, it's I done the first one was in Turin. So the art fair, but that's the second exhibition. Let's go chronologically, timeline. So I did my first exhibition in Berlin as a solo exhibition. It was a small exhibition. I throw an exhibition in a month. So I really wanted to do something before the Turin exhibition and before the second exhibition that I was gonna have in Berlin. And I wanted to do something pretty quick. Usually takes a lot of time to organize the exhibition. But I don't know, I just wanted to do something quick, waiting for those 2 exhibitions that I had. So I contact this gallery. I ask one of the artists that I know, where can I do you know a quick exhibition that I can just contact and a quick gallery that I can contact, and then I can just throw an exhibition. They give me one of these contacts, or a few contacts, and one of that was this small gallery that's just open in Berlin. It's like an art space. They do a lot of stuff. They have artsy people working with the space. Really nice people. Really, the fact that I loved it was like really quick. It was no fast. There was no like emailing too much, and it's always an asshole try to organize exhibition. Sometimes it's really annoying. It's just there is a lot of like fast for no reason. And I don't know, it was pretty easy to organize this, and I like that because I managed to organize an exhibition in less than a month. I went there, I saw the space, I liked the space, I liked the area where it was, which is something important. And at the same time, so from my hand, it was all good. I just had to show my stuff to the gallery. Obviously, they need to like my stuff. They need to be happy to show my stuff in the gallery. So I show my stuff. They liked my stuff. It's one of my series. It's about refugees, and so we came to conclusion to do an exhibition. There was a space in October, which it was perfect for me because that was the time that I was looking to do an exhibition. So we just picked it. That worked for both of us, and yeah, and then we organized the exhibition. I've done pretty much all the promoting. They helped, obviously. I did the flyer as well, like, with some graphics, some quick poster, and yeah, and I was happy because I love those things. Then when it's like super quick, there is no much to discuss. You like me, I like you. Let's do something together, basically, and it was great. So I'm gonna go with some. Try to see where the light is with the. I'm gonna use the yellow to do the spotlights on the drawing. Yeah, coming back on the exhibition. So I knew it was a small exhibition, and that's fine. I wanted to do something small and quick. I didn't have the time to do something big. And usually the big stuff takes a long time. So it was a small exhibition. Friends of friends came to the opening. It was pretty successful opening for my first solo exhibition in Berlin. I would say I was around like 50 people. Some of them I didn't know. Some of them are friends. Some they were friends of friends, and it was great. Was a great experience. Even though I love to organize an exhibition anyway, I do that sometimes as a job as well. So I love the curating part. I spent pretty much like one afternoon to put up the exhibition, and that's one of my favorite things to do. I really enjoy do that. I do that for other people as well. Playing with the space, writing the text, all this stuff that as a curator you have to do. I really enjoy it. As I said, it's one of my favorite things to do, and I think I'm gonna carry on doing this for a while, for sure, even for other people, because I think it was I'm pretty good at that. Like I'm okay. I'm still obviously I need to learn a lot of stuff, but I know I can do it. I've done it many times, and I'm happy every time when I do it, and people are happy. They give me good feedbacks, so I'm gonna carry on doing it. But yeah, so I exhibit this series about refugees, and social changes. So yeah, if you're interested, you can go on my Instagram, and pretty easily you can see all my stuff, and you can find this series. I don't want to talk about the series right now. It's more about the experience. So with the drawing, I am just highlighting where the light's coming from, and nothing too serious. I'm just playing with the colors and putting all the light spot in the right place, which is gonna give me the kind of the perspective and the 3Dness, if it's a word, for my drawings. So I'm using obviously a photo reference. These days it's pretty hard to find a sitter for you, somebody that sits for you for like 10, well, sometimes to 10 hours, 4 hours even. So I'm just, as if I want to draw something random, I just want to do it quickly, and so I use it like as some photo reference. There is a lot of like really good websites where you can find actual like models for, and obviously you can pick like those photos are there for free to use, and they're actually like artistic pose. So you can just Google up photo artistic poses photos, and you will see a lot of these websites. So go have a look. It's for sure a good place to start, because not everybody can have a model and pay for the model, and you know, the time as well to organize everything when you want to just draw. So now I'm just kind of like going a little bit still in the light on the light side, but usually the pink gets a little bit darker, so I kind of have like a little bit of shading already. This is like pretty bright pink, which is fine for like first layer. Because then if I go on the dark with the darker, it's gonna cover the brightness and it's fine. I want to give that my photo has like some. I think I'm gonna put up the picture of the photo somewhere on the screen as well, so you can see it at least for like a moment. Has some like redness. There's a red light, so I'm trying to replicate that. I'm not gonna go too crazy like, oh, I want to have an exact replica of this photos, but you know, have some similarities. So we're talking about exhibitions. The second exhibition that I did, that was a big one. I did an art fair in Turin through the gallery that I'm working for, and I organize pretty much everything from all the contacts between me, the artist, and the fair. As a curator, I did a text as well. It was a lot of work. It's been going on. It's been there planning for like, I planned this for like months. I'll say we start this in April, something like that. So yeah, as you can imagine, it's been a lot of like work, emailing. So yeah, that was it was really good. It was a great experience for me, because it was a challenge. It was a really challenging. I had to travel with my stuff in the train, because I took my dog, and my girlfriend came as well. So it was 15-hour train, but not just for the train. It was just the whole thing was challenging. It was there. I had to be there pretty much all day. Yeah, all day for 4 days. And the fact that it was a lot, it was the talking with people. I had to basically talk with like 1,000, and I'm not joking, 1,000 of people. And you know, it's you get till the end of the day that you're like super tired. But you know, it was a really fun experience. It was great to do. You should do at least once. You should try to be as involved as you can with that. And the organization was nice. Everybody was really nice, and everybody was like really helping all the artists and stuff. So nothing to say there. Obviously, there's always something to improve in these situations. But you know, great experience. Lot of work, but great experience. I will definitely try to do that next year again. It's a great exposure for me. Even I've been working like on a series for pretty long time, more than 1 year, about immigration, and that was my first time exhibit those paintings and receiving all the feedbacks. It's pretty. It was pretty scary at the beginning because I had no idea how people will react to it. Even because talking about these subjects, it's always people are always going to be a little bit. You can have a mix of opinions. But yeah, it was a great feedback. Everybody was really into the series, into the drawings and the paintings. Everybody was really curious of the reason why I was doing that, and they were asking lots of questions, which is always super good when you put stuff out there, to have feedbacks and talk to people and see what they, especially if you do something like what I'm doing, which is a social, like social project. So immigration and refugees, and having like a feedback from like the audience, the actual like people living life, like their life, and some of them they were actual immigrants as well. So giving their opinion, it's always so important to listen and to take whatever is their opinion. Could be a good opinion, could be a bad opinion, but you should be able to be there and take it, because you cannot take a personal. It's really hard when you do artwork because it's a piece of you, and it's really hard to not take anything personal. But yeah, you should try to not to. Try not to. It's yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Sometimes you're just like, man, if I don't have to be polite to you. But you learn that with time, patience, and yeah, these are the best things. So what I'm doing right now is try to, I don't know, play with the colors, try to see what happens with that. I'm gonna go with the blue in a bit, but I'm just gonna put down some purple, again, which is kind of my middle color. So when I do these kind of things, even if it's monochrome, obviously there's different shades. Try to have like at least 3 to 4 colors, because you have the brightest and the darkest, and then you have to have something in the middle. More obviously you have more details, more colors you have in the middle, more detailed it's the drawing. But if you have only like 3 to 4 colors, it's enough for you to give a nice 3D perspective to the drawing. Obviously here I have lots of colors, but my main colors are is going to be between the yellow to the blue, dark blue. So purple is the one in the middle, not in the color scheme, but in this case, because it's not bright as the yellow, it's not dark as the blue. So I'm playing with these colors. Yellow is the brightest, dark is blue, and yeah, this is the most basic thing that you can think of when you're doing these things, which is, now I'm gonna go into the blues, which is just like turkey and light blue. So I was saying, second exhibition, challenging, but yeah, amazing experience. So now we arrived here on the 8th of October, and had to put the exhibition for my second exhibition in Berlin, so my third exhibition in total, the 9th of October. So the day after I came back, after 15 hours of train, I had to put up my exhibition, which was another art fair, a smaller art fair, but it was really important for me to do this because it was in the console gallery. So it's a big institution, because it's like the Berlin gallery, and it was really nice. It was a really nice exhibition. Great artists in participating, and yeah, there was a lot as well. It was 3 days, plus the installation. It was 3 days of lots of people coming and lots of people talking. And in this case, I was even more focused because I was kind of like, selling my projects, because there were people in Berlin, where I live, and where I want to grow my um where I want to do more exhibition, where I want to grow my audience. So I had to be really on point, to talk to people, to be engaged with people, and to try to make understand what I'm doing with this project. So even then, even if it was a small exhibition, still it was a lot of work, because yeah, as I said, I needed to be on point to sell my to make people interesting in my series, which it did. I made some really nice contacts, and probably something's gonna happen at some point again with these people. But yeah, so there was a lot of work. When I do these things, I'm always super happy to be part of these things, and it's always a great opportunity for me to be part of this of these exhibitions. And yeah, I know it just happened this time, but doing 3 exhibition, I will try to not do 3 exhibition in 1 month. It's just a lot. To be honest, my first exhibition with the one in October, I wanted that, so kind of my fault. But you gotta stay busy. You gotta stay busy when you do these things, and it's really nice because yeah, I had some issues with the camera, so good. I don't think it recorded much of the process until now. So let's carry on. What I was saying, my third exhibition in Berlin. So yeah, it was, as I was saying, it was a lot of work. I was super happy to do it. But yeah, now I'm like, I'm kind of tired after all these talking exhibitions. And so I took this week to kind of like, reset, think what to do for the next year, because obviously now it's gonna be, everything's gonna be for the next year, because yeah, we're already near to Christmas and all that. So yeah, let's think about what to do for next year. And there is a lot of stuff to do for next year, and I'm planning really nice things, applying for like really good open calls. So hopefully I will get those, and then we'll let you know, guys. But yeah, what can we talk about? More we can talk about. Oh, I've been watching. I know I'm late to the trend, because people have been posting about this and talking about this for a long time now. I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen, the anime, and to be honest, it's the first time after a while. Then I cannot wait to watch more episodes of this anime, which is really rare lately, because you kind of just watch one or two and then maybe come back to this anime they are coming out now. They're not great. They're not the best. My last anime, if I can remember, well, there was a couple. I think it was pretty much at the same time. But one was Art Sword Online, which I don't know. It was just great story. I really wanted to watch all of it, or like binge watch all of it all at once. And the other one was Castlevania, the Dracula anime, which is yeah, well, it's an anime. Um, those were great. So kind of remind me that I had the feeling of like, oh, I need to watch all of it now. But with this one as well, I don't want to too much say what I think about it because it's too early. I think I'm the end of the first season. Everything's going great. Like all the stories there, the action is there. There is a lot of action, which is fantastic. And There's a lot of action. What I was saying. Oh, the animation is amazing. There is a lot of great things to say. There's a couple of things that I'm not super happy, but I need to see how it develops. I don't want to say too much. It might happen what I'm thinking. Might happen at some point, but not right now. For example, it's kind of like the story, you know, it's gonna happen at some point. Where the story is going, you can see where the story is going, but it's not happening. So there's a lot of like no fillers. There is episode that they need to be there for the story to happen. But maybe it can be shorter, this process. I don't know. That's my feeling right now. And yeah, it's great anime. I'll recommend to everybody to watch it. I know there's like it's already popular, but in case you didn't watch it, please go. Please go and watch it. It's amazing. Really, really good. I think I'm gonna use the yellow as a base to fill up most of the parts, and then I'm gonna go in with the purple to define. There's a little bit of wrinkle, this guy, so kind of like going for the wrinkles. Aspect. Let's do this as well. So it's pretty big drawing. I need to have a filler color, because this basically will be, you know, the pink if it's with a normal drawing. So I need to have one that fills pretty much everything, and then you can go into more details. And when you do these kind of drawings, like have fun. Like it's not too serious. So it's just have fun. Go in there, have patience, and try to put the right colors in the right place. And if it doesn't happen, it's okay. So this needs to be a bit more dark. What else has been doing? Oh, been this a bit depressing, but it's part of what I do, so it has to be sad. I've been listening to lots of like debates and interviews and, you know, stuff related to the Palestine-Israel thing, because one of my series it's about social changes and refugees and war and that kind of thing. So I need to be informed for me, because I'm interested anyway. So I'm gonna be listening to this stuff, and I'm gonna be have some opinion that which they kind of like say personal. They don't really reflect on the drawings. But you know, it's part of what I do as an artist, and I need to be informed when I do these things. And yeah, so I have to listen to those intense debates, interview, and news and stuff. So I know what I'm doing when I go on my series, on my drawings, on my paintings, or whatever I do for it. So yeah, I've been doing that a lot, which is not fun. It's interesting for me to listen to these things, but they're just not obviously not fun, because they talk about it's always, you know, people dying and this kind of thing. So yeah, let's leave this right now like this for now. There's a big contrast between these two parts. This part is really dark, so I'm gonna use this as big filler for my space. And nothing. Yeah, I was just wanted. I thought this would be. I'm gonna get more darker. I thought it would be fun to do like a podcast while I'm drawing. Or in this case, well, I guess it's still drawing, but it's with brushes and colors. So yeah, I think it's going okay. I think it's interesting. It's interesting to see the whole process and stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think. These are really, like, as you can see, when I'm going for the on top of the colors, it gets really dark, or darker anyway. And even when I go with different color, you kind of like mix it up. So I can have different shades, which are pretty cool. These are really like cheap, and when you travel, I'm thinking these are the best. Like, it could be the really good. They're not messy. They're like pencils, but they'd be cool because they give you like the chance to have shading and colors, and have fun with the colors as well, because they're not the normal. Like, look at this. This is getting green now. I don't really want a green, but I guess it's happening. Make it work. And yeah, I think this for traveling is great. I don't think they're gonna last me a long time, because they were like, the whole pack was just €3. But it's good for a bit, and it's fun. And if you buy the new pack just before going for a trip, perfect. You will have lots of colors opportunity. The camera's still going. You never know with these things. You always need to check, especially if you do everything and you don't have like a producer or something. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. We'll get a producer. We'll get a proper studio. Oh, that's one of my dream. Have like a massive space, well, big space, because we're still like in a big city, so there's not much space there. But have a bigger space where I can have my studio for my art, and on the corner have a studio for my podcast, and I don't have to do this dance every day when I want to record, to set up everything again and again and again every day. So, and then take it down and then set it up again. So it will happen. It will happen one day. We will have a studio where I wish like I could do some like actual like interview in live, because now it's all like through like Zoom and stuff and video calls. So which are great. They give me the opportunity to do this, and like I don't need to travel, I don't need to spend money. I just need to organize the calls. And for now, these are great things to do at the moment, with this. But it would be nice to have the budget to interview the people live, because that would be the dream. That would be the dream. And only if you guys subscribe, and only if you guys support this channel, we'll get there. No pressure, just saying. Yeah, so the light is coming from here as well, which is kind of like throwing off, because the light is never behind the neck. Okay, let's go here. Nice. I think looks good. Looks good. So what else? What else can we talk about? Talk about anime. I haven't watched anything else than anime. Oh, I've been watching. This is more like my girlfriend uh, uh, taste, but because of her, I've been watching the what's the name? Escaping Twin Flames. It's about this like basically scam. And this person, it's this guy organized this like finding love, and so people call him to, well, yeah, I think most of the time they were like calling. It was like video calls and stuff. So he set up this like the principle basically is he's able to see your twin flame, which is like your love, the love of your life. And at the beginning, so you call him, you give him money basically to be part of this calls and stuff. You know, that sounds already like a scam. And at the beginning is like, oh, the person that you think is your love, you should be your love, and you need to go after, like with no remorse, like you have to go after it, and you need to get it. So it's kind of lots of people get it. get like restraining order from it because obviously they're like stalking a person. They are clearly saying to them, I don't want to be with you for whatever reason. I don't want to be with you. Once turned out to be gay, so there was no way for him to be the actual twin flame, how they call it, actual lover of the lover of her life. So, but you know, when I watch these things and like these scams and stuff, I can never be like, obviously I know these people they're not in the perfect, or let's say the best state of mind. So obviously the fact they're already like the fact they're going to these people for finding love, and they're, you know, some of them are desperate, let's say, some of them are like, you know, really wants you and they believe this guy. So obviously they're not in the right state of mind. Okay, so I get that. But god damn, these people are like adults, and how can you, oh my god, how can you in 2020, this thing's still going on. For what I have to finish it, but I think it's still going on. So in 2023, how can you still get caught with this thing? Like, how can you, oh my god. Guys, fucking hell. Like, have you ever seen any have you ever seen any story like that? You literally like live in that, and oh, it's really hard for me to, because it's kind of your fault. Like, if you end up like giving this one woman, she gives 20,000 $20,000 to this guy to find like his love, her love. I'm like, oh, come on. You know better than that. You know better than that. For sure, you have to know better than that. There is no way you don't know. That's a scam. And the way he talks as well, like at some point he believes that he's Jesus. So, and he says that to the people, and they're like, so yeah, I don't know. I've been watching that, and it's been a journey. Try to watch it, to be honest, because yeah, it's no, I cannot relate to these people. I cannot think that in 2023 you can still go after that. Like, you can still get caught with that. So now I'm basically like just trying to kind of, you know, thinking of finishing the drawing. So I'm filling, set up all my colors, and now I'm just gonna go into the details of it. So as you saw, I start this from the light perspective. So you can start from light, or you can start from the darkest spot. If you start from the dark spot, I will suggest to make sure they use the darker color for the darkest spot, because once you go dark, it's really difficult to coming back from the darker color, and especially if you use actual black, that's just gonna suck all the color, like all the light out of the color. So make sure that you hit the right spot for the dark color. Make sure that that's the darkest. When you use the light, you can play a little bit more. It's more safe to use. I think this is fine for now. I'm gonna use a blue ball pen to just underline the drawing. And blue, it's not too invasive, but I still like it dark. And let's do the high. So as you can see with this, makes really pop even more. Define your drawing with this like technique, let's say. And yeah, so Again, let me know if you like this idea of drawing, talking about random stuff, because I can always do this. It's really difficult to organize guest after guest after guest. Sometimes you find lots of guests, they say yes and they want to come to your podcast, but when there is period of time that obviously people are busy and people are doing stuff, and finding the guests is really difficult. So for me, this kind of format will be great, because I can just do it every day and I don't need to have a guest. It's just me and drawings and doing art, talking to you guys. So as you can see with this, the shape of the eyes really popped out. So it's always good when you see there's a little bit of like, because I've been using kind of the same colors, but now I'm going to define the nose and that's it. You can recognize the shape of the nose pretty easily. Obviously, for this style, this thing is perfect. Depends what you do, obviously. And gives like a rough, like really illustraty kind of vibe. No, I don't want to go with the shading with the pen. So let's do the lips. Yeah. So let's do this now. We're almost done. We're almost done. Here. On inside of the ear, I don't want to do too much with the pen, because then kind of like it's better for the shape of the ear. And let's do the top of the head. That's the color. I think we can finish with eye. And there, here comes like the darkest part of the drawing is this. So this needs to be really dark, and I'm gonna use the pen to do so, because I don't have like a black marker here with this palette. And this will be good enough. And once you define the darkest part, everything else will pop even more. Even more. A little more here. A little bit of the dark. This is too white. A little bit of the shade of the blue. I will leave this part white, but this is definitely too white. I can use this gray to kind of like just put a little bit. So because it needs to be different color from the paper, right? So just a little bit of color, you know. And what else? What else can we do to make? No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Behind the north. Go. Miss that part. I can do a little bit dark here. Let's put some lines to make even more graphic the drawing. Yeah, one here, one here, one here, here. Now I'm just gonna go with the instinct. I'm just gonna go. This needs to be darker because it's the inside of the ear. So just put some pen. So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna, pause it now while I'm finishing this drawing. And again, subscribe to the channel, guys. I hope you like this episode. It was really chill. I haven't really planned what to say, what to do, but I don't know. Hopefully, it did keep you company. And please subscribe to the channel and like the video and leave a comment and let me know if you like the concept of this segment, what you like, what you don't like, if we should carry on or not. And with this, it's all, guys. Love you from the Art Podcast. I'm out.